far from home. I know how difficult. Well, I only recently realized how difficult that might be. And can I ask something of you? If it's not too much to.
Of course.
And here you have a little kind of just um lead Blythe like further away from the group so no one can overhear. I'm not sure you've noticed. Lyndon has been. Well, I'm not sure what Lyndon has been actually. Just and this is probably and Yevas kind of hesitates and is awkward about it and just has a difficult time trying to get the words out. Blight, you know you're the best of us, right? I'm just saying he might want to. He might have an easier time talking to you. But if you don't want to, that's fine. It's not anyone's responsibility.
I understand. I get it. He's been a little off recently. Spider's been a bit off too. Arrogance, I don't
Setting
know how
off
to read him. You've been the only one that's not been like completely like off kilter a little.
well, I'm trying my best. Setting off a bomb kind of probably will do that to you.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I can talk to him if you'd like.
I, it's if it's not well, up to you really. I don't want to impose. It's just things are strained as it is. Okay, he was kind of just trails off and gives up. But anyway, yeah, she'll lift her sword again in a proper stance. It's yeah.
You've improved like a whole lot. Like that last time that like you actually used the rapier, that was like it was like really proud, but
Thank you. That means a lot. I don't like not being good at things, so it means a lot coming from you.
but at the same time you don't just don't try and like stretch yourself too thin. Like you don't have to be good at everything, but it's great that you're broadening your horizons. Things get, not stagnant, but like it's like things get stale after a time.
Right. Uh, that that gave us kind of uh just a little softer, and they'll will offer Blythe a smile. You're you're too wise for. I don't know. This is probably bad to say, but I feel like you're wiser than I am for all my years. It's yes.
Oh, I just kind of give you back like a very goofy, childish smile.
Yeah,
Thanks, but
practice.
you're definitely still smart.
It was kind of fixes the flower that Blight gave them. I practice your sword forms of Blight. That's what I think. That's what happens. It's one of the things that happen in the week up to Bershawn.
Alrighty. Hmm. I'd probably say, is this like early on in the week? Or like throughout the week?
I'll say probably like early on.
Okay.
We're heading to midweek.
Okay, then in that case, probably like a couple of days before we like hit the destination while in like the swampy bit. I guess I'll like talk to Lyndon a little. Hey, buddy, and I'll like look around. Are there any swamp flowers?
Yeah, now it doesn't get rid of all of the flowers completely, like the rain. It's there's still some there, but obviously it doesn't look as good as it did when the sun was shining.
Oh, this is kind of sad. Oh, Are there any that are like kind of like not like completely bogged down that look kind of bright and not
Do a survival check.
pressing? Pardon? A survival.
Survival, yeah.
Look, if my mouse will work.
No.
I know I can reroll that.
Oh yeah, you can.
I just want to see if this is still going to be okay. All right.
Yeah, you probably
say. Imagine if I just found a really depressing flower. That'll be like a great way to open a conversation about like. So we notice you've been a little depressed. Here, a rotten daisy.
It's an alright roll. You find one amongst all this dead swamp.
Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna like kind of like go up to Lyndon. I'm like, "Hey, buddy, how you going?"
Hello.
I know we're almost there, but did you want to talk for a bit? I mean, before we hit the town.
Of course. Certainly. What do you need?
So fast. I'm just kind of like, oh, I don't know. Have you been all good? I know it's been a long week, and I know that like it's not been. It's the only relative quiet we've had in a while. We've kind of just been running from one place to the other as everything goes to shit. So it's just kind of important to like debrief about these kind of things. 'Cause I don't know. I just wanted to kind of check in, buddy.
Is there anything about what's been happening that you're worried about?
I'm kind of fine, as in I've got my ways of just like smiling through it, but even at the same time, it's a little. I can understand if it can be a bit much. I mean, I know that you've been going through some stuff for a while. Is there any kind of, how do I? This is real me struggling to do emotional conversation. I'm gonna like take out my little symbol of like Yondala or something. I'm like, after you left a while ago, I found that this was probably, there's a little hope in, I didn't really, like, I mostly got the whole, like, devotion to one's God, but, like, I can realize it can be comforting us in a sense. But I feel like you've just kind of been more like dwelling on things on your own. And I just want to say that whether it's between you and your God or you and your friends, like, if you're going through a rough time, then there'll be people here to talk to you about it. And if anything, what you hear in your own head is probably a million times worse than what's actually happening.
I mean, is it really? I set off a bomb in the middle of a city.
I mean, I know that it's not something to belittle, but at the same time you were trying to do the right thing, and you were trying to stop something happening before it happened. It's extremely unlucky, but they're relatively fine now. But at the same time, sitting with guilt is not the healthiest use of your time, and I just worry that this is going to end up eating you from the inside out. Do you want to talk or process anything about that?
You, I suppose you could call it falling out with my own God started when started with me cursing, how not understanding how he could let random acts of violence just take people away. Now that after we've been through all that we've been through, and we've killed a lot of people, intentionally and not. Just don't know how do you come back from the way we've been going, coming to places and causing so much violence everywhere we go.
Oh boy. Well, I'm not gonna deny that we are probably a kind of whirlwind in a sense, but at the same time, we go to places because there are things that need to be protected elsewhere or there. Like, we're going to this place because they're facing a greater evil in a sense. And I know this might be some weird rationalization, but we do what we can to help. And, you know, not everything is, and this is taking a while for anything, but not everything is friendly or not everything can be brought back. I try to see the good in things, but I mean, cults wanting to bring back an elder god, I'm not too sure if this is something that can be talked out of. As for the random acts of violence and tragedy, it is life. It can be frustrating if you know someone has the power to do something and they don't help or they don't step in, and I would rather know that I did something to try than stand by as perhaps something even worse happened. You tried to prevent something, it didn't work. Sometimes things just works out in weird ways. I think that people can take their lives into their own hands and walk their own path. I just don't know if that path has a predestined end or if you can walk around that. Fate is elusive in that way.
Isn't it just? Sorry, you should.
That's okay. I'm gonna give you a little pat. Take as much time as you need.
Yeah. I'm not thinking that, a better option would be to lie down and wait for death, or I'm not suggesting that what we should be doing is just letting all of this happen. So, guess we just keep going.
We just need to keep walking forward, but look, I admit I am trusting that we are doing the right thing, and that's what keeps me going forward. And I think that you should also just have a little more hope. In the world and in your own kind of path. But at the same time, I'm glad that this can be talked about because, as I said, it's always the worst thing is just kind of sectioning yourself off and, talking about it just kind of lifts that weight. I mean, we're all in this together.
Yeah. And he kind of puts a hand softly on Blight's shoulder. No matter what happens, I am glad we've met. And
I am too.
There are not enough people like you in the world. And I am better for knowing you.
Oh. Oh. My life is definitely better for knowing all of you guys as well. It's funny, like, as I said before, like, we're all walking our own path, and I'm glad that we're, at least for a little stretch, or maybe a big stretch, walking down the same path together. And I'm gonna try and find that one flower. Like, I've been looking for these along the way, but it's been a little bit difficult with the swampiness. But hey, there's always a little brightness wherever you go, and I'll give you the flower.
Thank you. I hope you, if there's anything you need to talk about this, we can help you. Do you think when this is done, you'll go home?
I mean, for a while, yeah. I mean, look, I love my family. I had to kind of like leave and walk my own bit for a while, but you do miss them after a bit. And I'm at least glad that I'm hopefully gonna go back with my uncle if he decides to come back, but I'll be out on the road again after that.
I see. Well, I'll do my best to make sure you can do that. I mean, anything else you want to?
Thank you. I care about you guys, also making it through this as well. It's everyone's path is longer than this journey. I can feel that.
Well, I've no reason to believe I won't make it through this either. So, that's why I'm focusing on you all.
I mean, we're all part of this. You don't need to focus on one person or another in particular.
Yeah,
we're all part of this.
Yeah, I mean, on all of you.
But at the same time, you know that you're valued as well.
Of course. Of course. Well, we should probably
Okay.
keep going.
Oh, good. Give it another little hug, and then head back onto the main road, main marsh.
I'll glance over as Light and Dundun return, and then pretend I did not see. Then I think we head back. We go.
Nice. Yeah. Along the journey, it's not a simple journey. You're probably fighting monsters along the way, but you guys are so high level, it'll be useless to put any road encounters on you. But yeah, you're probably running into people who are maybe fleeing, not fleeing, but they need to move because obviously maybe their farms are flooded and stuff like that.
How badly are these places flooded? Like, whereabouts? The ankle height, or
No, it's worse than that. It's pretty much natural disaster level where people
Holy shit,
have to
okay.
exit their homes. Yeah.
Oh god, am I
okay?
paddling through this? I have a conversation up to my neck in sludge.
There's some hills that you can rest upon. That's probably where you're having these moments of rest is on top of hills. But along the way, you're wading through deep swamp water. You could probably makeshift like a raft or something like that. I'm sure people have abilities that could help with that. Yeah, it's not easy to travel through.
Insane. Okay, and it's still raining, or bouts of rain, at least.
Yeah. You'll never go an hour, like more than an hour before it starts raining again.
Yeah, was just particularly grumpy in the rain. It's getting wet. Yeah. How far are we from the capital at this point?
You're probably very close, unless you wanted to do something beforehand.
I don't think so.
Eventually, you see the high walls that surround Bereshan City, the capital of Ferma. Only Yevas has been here before, I think. I don't think the others have.
Oh, this is like the
Yeah,
capital?
yeah, I got the shirt from the city.
Walls surround this very dense city. There's multiple entrances. most the main road though goes through this entrance in the bottom left, and from there, it's sort of like the rich area. You see like shops, temples, and the houses of nobles, and eventually it leads up into the royal palace. And then the next part, once you cross over the bridge, that's where the lower socioeconomic, the lower class live. Here is where you would see the real damage. Like this has probably become like a what do you call it? Like a city full of canals here. Here you're using gondolas to get through the streets, or once you could just walk. But this is like where the urban housing is probably, and then you get to like the entertainment district on the right. Shops, taverns, whatever you can find for entertainment. Also the bardic colleges probably. And then there's a prison in the middle of this place. In the middle of the water. But yeah, you arrive. There's probably one guard on post. He's not really stopping anyone through. It's sort of just... He's probably looking the other way. More people are probably either looking to get out of the city because it's just getting too much water. Yeah.
I should find somewhere to stay. I don't. And here she kind of here again. My usual phrase for it is she has her long ears flat against her skull because she's pissed about the rain and everything. We should look for somewhere to stay. Don't even remember being dry. Feels like it's been a... She kind of brushes water off her, rinse water from her clothes. I think I know a place where we can rest up a little bit. And if I can, then I'll leave them to like a tavern or something.
Do you go to the rich areas or the poor areas?
Us will probably like lead them to somewhere less damp. So that's probably the richer areas.
Yeah. This side of the city, like the left side, it's like built on a higher elevation, so they're not affected by the floods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find a fancy inn, and they charge four gold per day.
Yeah, this will cover that. Okay, let me see if I have. Are there a lot of people in this tavern?
This one's like strictly an inn. There's not really place for drinking or it's like you have probably like a butler in front, maitre d. No wait, that's for restaurants. And they serve just like probably have the equivalent of a hotel.
Cool. Yeah.
It's relatively empty, I guess. Yeah. Not a lot of people are staying here that you can see.
Okay. You will excuse yourself and get, dry. before heading back to the party. I don't have an idea where we go from here.
Was there any particular, was it just it's raining there, or was it like it's raining there and there's something else? Like, because in that case, should we see like a form of leadership, or should we like?
Oh, well, about that, the king
Well,
has been missing for a while now.
Oh, this is the one with the missing king. Okay, in that case, is there a second in command?
and there's
I'm
also
not sure. It's a good question.
back in Salvaggio, Jonah told us something about an uprising going on in the city. With magic.
Either,
We could talk to their leaders, see if they know. This is definitely the water cult because it sure is flooded. We could try see if anyone has connections to that person that we helped, or that might be once we find people. We found a person with fishnets, literally, and they were in the fireplace going, "Yep, come back to the water cult and we'll say hi." Which I assume means instantly, not kill, but how soon we wear out that grace might vary.
it sounds to me like we'll have to get back out. We can start with the authorities and then the uprising. Is it? I don't remember that. I don't remember that being mentioned.
I don't know what to tell you, brother. I just have that written down.
Okay, you know what? We should talk to like someone who actually lives here.
That's also probably true. Do you know anyone?
I know of someone from Gygax from the Bard's College. Am I misremembering then?
No, that's right. Lady Gygax.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you'd probably find her multiple places, but she also owns a business, like a tavern in the entertainment district.
Right. I'll send her a message or sending just to give her a heads up that if it's okay, we actually found ourselves in the city. Is it okay if we come by? I have new companions and we might be able to help if led to their right direction.
Yeah, she would reply, "Come by anytime. It seems you've come at a perfect, perfect time, as your help is needed."
Okay, I'll relay that to the group and I'll say, finally, seems like we have better timing. I'll show you guys to Lady Gygax. And we'll head back out. Can I buy an umbrella?
Yeah, you can buy an umbrella. It's only probably
Buy
like
an
one
umbrella.
silver.
Who is this Lady Gygax?
She's she's a bard, a renowned bard around these parts, and well, just everywhere else in the continent, really. She's also, you could say she's a jack of all trades, businesswoman, informant. I don't actually know half of what she gets up to during her time, but she's yeah, she was able to help me when I passed by before.
I'm sorry. How do you know her? Seems a bit.
Okay. I think I was led to her, right? I was, you know, Otto, the statue, well, formerly human that you saved. Otto is a bard. I was looking for her, and that led me to Gygax. That's mostly it.
I see.
Yeah, well, I have an infinitely better mood now that I have an umbrella, and I'll bring Blight in under the umbrella also. just
Like
just Blight, yeah, just Blight.
I'll try and do that like weird shuffle thing where like you're shuffling like right to the diagonal side, like almost
Yeah.
like back to back, like trying to make enough room for Lyndon.
I don't care about Lyndon. Lyndon can stay wet. So it's probably like Blight and
Yeah, I'm gonna like try and drag Lyndon under the umbrella.
he can buy his own.
that, and also, I'm assuming Yevos is holding it like on their comfortable head level, which like leaves Lyndon's head going all being over the umbrella
Yeah.
height-wise.
Yeah, I'm definitely holding it. Lyndon is far taller than we are.
And
So I'll
him
bring
to-
Aragon and Blythe and there and let Spiders and Lyndon fend for themselves.
I mean, spiders are probably dodging each of the raindrops. As they come down.
Every
She's
single one.
literally just like she's literally just like a red haze.
Yeah. She stays so dry.
The driest cat you've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll lead them through the winding streets of the capital and towards the entertainment district.
Sure. You eventually get to the entertainment district. It's sort of like a red light district.
I'll cover Blight's eyes.
Yeah.
An adult, technically. Although I have no idea what this. Actually, I have no idea whether or not she would have seen something like this on her travels.
That's so fair.
I'm going to assume no.
Eventually you get to that same building where you know to meet her. The security, you know, they ask who you are, probably just to verify. Do you just say who you are?
Yeah, I'll tell them I'm representative from Celeb Vulture, looking for Lady Gaga.
He nods. He gets like someone to run down, probably to send a message to Gygax. And he says, "Go on in."
Thank you. Yeah, I'd be happy to get out of the rain again.
Yeah. So he goes downstairs, underground, and you see just like this main area is your usual smoky bar slash tavern. But you're led to the back, to the private areas, and you go to what seems to be probably the main meeting area or office or something like that. And inside, you see her, Lady Gygax. She probably has like a pipe in one hand, and she says, "Hello, my dear. It has been a long time."
Hey, lady. I'll introduce the party. It's been a while. Thank you for taking time to meet us. I know it's probably not the best of impressions that I just messaged out of nowhere, but thank you nonetheless.
She says, "Oh, you need not worry about that. I have I've heard that you have been through many things since we last met.
Of course you have. Well, did you hear that I was a criminal? That was a thing that happened. Not proud of it.
She says, "Yes, I believe you and your companions still are in that specific area."
We're trying, of course, yes. We're trying to do better things. This thing included. You said you had some information for us. How can we? This is Blight, and this is London. The cat is Spiders, and this one here is Arrogant.
She says, "A pleasure. You may call me Lady Gygax."
The pleasure is ours.
Nice to meet you.
She says, "I might have something for you, but I guess I want to know what you are after. What are your plans now?"
Well, mostly to get rid of the rain. It's the long and short of it.
I see. Just from the goodness of your heart. I know this place has really, you grew up in such a faraway place of Selvaldra.
Out of duty, my lady, I don't want to speak of goodness or anything like that. I was told to come here and help, and so I am here to help. I can't imagine anything or staying this wet is comfortable for anyone. I'd hate to be in this situation. Nothing personal, but that's mostly it.
No offense taken. No, about your friends. Are you doing this out of duty? She looks to Blight and Linden.
Well, kind of, but we still do. But we do genuinely still want to, help these people. It can't be good for anyone. Also, there's been similar, more destructive activity across other towns and cities, and at least we don't want something to escalate further here.
And she waits for Lyndon as well.
As Blight speaks, he just nods. But afterwards also adds, we have reason to believe that this might be just a precursor for some sort of further escalation. So, as possessing of this information, we are the people most it falls to us to act upon it.
Indeed. And I think the same. I don't think anyone else is quite equipped to deal with the problem. But to get rid of the problem, you must go to the root. She says, you are not the only ones that have come here looking for help from me. In fact, they're in the other room. Why don't you come meet them?
Sure. I mean, we could probably use the help, collaborate a bit.
Excellent.
Sorry. Then what kind of place are we in? Is it the bar?
No, like a separate room behind the bar, sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like a meeting room.
Nice.
She gets up. She says, "Yes, your goals might be aligned with them. I believe if you coordinate properly, you might be able to fix what's happening here." She opens like a secret door, probably like behind a bookshelf or something like that, or maybe a false wall. And you see it leads to another meeting room, and inside you see 3 familiar faces. All of them look much more ragged. One of them seems to have aged quite a lot since you last saw him. But his picture still looks the same.
Holy shit.
Sitting there is Marlowe. Next to him is Victor. And next to him is Shu.
Oof.
They don't notice you at first until Lady Gygax speaks. She says, Shu, I have some people I'd like you to meet.
I don't remember Shu. Did we meet him? From Landek
Wasn't he the?
He was like a counselor, or
like
he was
a,
official from the city.
yeah, wasn't Victor like guarding him or something?
Ah,
Like
Okay,
when we
okay,
set
okay,
off
okay.
to look for Victor,
oh, he's a governor, vice governor, or something.
something.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Look at this, guys. Wow.
Marlo sort of like has his mouth open. He's like, "What?"
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Hi. We didn't leave him on the best of terms, did we?
Yeah, we did it.
He left. We didn't leave him.
Yeah, because you guys weren't able to help him. Pointing fingers here. Yeah.
He goes up like Marlo's the one that stands up. It's like he's got a blank face, but like after he said what, stands up in front of, probably goes to Blight first. And he says, It's been so long.
It has. How did things work out?
He shakes his head. I couldn't save grandfather.
Oh,
Eesh.
But he says, but there's just so much that's happened. He sort of looks back to Shu, and Shu says, Green Hill has been taken over. We had to flee after going back there.
Taken over by whom?
Well, he's posing as Jebediah.
Ah,
damn.
great. God damn it. Fine, yeah. Okay. That's Lee, by the way. That's not Gabba.
But Lady Gaga's here. After we flee Green Hill together, he's like pointing at Victor and Marlo. Says, we flee to the capital here. I've known Lady Gagax for a while. She's quite she's quite the contact to have. She has quite a network of spies. She's able to provide us with an explanation, especially after you had told us. Like you, sorry, this is out of character. Did you told them that he's dead? Jed?
No.
No, we didn't tell anyone.
We didn't say anything.
We killed him and ran away.
Yeah.
No, we were running away.
So we
then we
told
killed
someone.
him and continued to run away.
We told someone though, I think. Is it just the Celebulger people? I think we tried to tell someone that Jeb was Hydra. Is that right? I forget. It was an entire thing. But I don't think we told.
We might
Victor
have told Victor that he's Hydra.
Oh right. Victor we might have told.
But I don't think we've seen him since killing Jed.
Yeah.
We kind of just like left his place, killed Jed.
We also told Victor to like take care of the children.
Take care of the kids,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he said, yep, I'll give them to a very nice orphanage, which I do not like.
Did he? Did he say that? Because we didn't even have the decency to tell him that to his face.
I told him, don't send them to an orphanage. Or I told whoever took them, don't send them to an orphanage, please. Just take care of them.
We
They're gonna get
left
lost in
them
the system.
in that poor town. We fucked them off. And then we just did not come back. And then we were like, send a message to Victor.
We gave them money
Maybe
though. We gave them like
for like 2 weeks, and we sent Victor for them like after 3 or so weeks.
Anyway,
We did not handle anything well.
consequences of our actions.
In any case, he says, we know that is not the real Jed because Lady Gygax has found out that maybe some sort of doppelganger. But they have fooled everyone, and now I guess the cult of the Hydra has control of the entire region.
It's not good. Well, if Hydra has green pill, it might be possible that they're working with whoever's behind these calamities. Would you know if Green Hill has experienced any similar earthquakes or flooding or anything of the sort?
Yeah, last I was there. There, well, besides the ash sort of from that volcano traveling towards the south, towards Green Hill. Then what followed that was like a season of fires burning through the hills and forests.
Oh. And you have to look to the party for permission to just inform these people also about the entire elemental thing, elemental cults.
They should know. As in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She says, do you know where their base is then?
No.
They've been camping out in underground ancient temples. Most I know is that there's another one somewhere in the central range. That would be the fire cult. But we've no idea where the water cult is, who's behind whatever's happening in Bershan.
That's when Lady Gygax comes in and says, I can lead you to one of the entrances.
What? How do you wait towards the underground temple?
Yes, well, not lead you there personally. I can send someone to come with you.
No, of course. But how did you find?
She says, "Oh, there are little birds everywhere. One bird said that their end goal is to bring the arch elementals here into the material plane. Somewhere down there, they must be conducting a ritual to open up portals of some kind."
Out of character, I love her so much. She's so badass. I'm noting these down.
She says there are many problems happening. I do not think, and she's looking to everyone, including Victor and Shu and you guys. You cannot attack them all at once. My advice: focus on the most important one.
And what is the most important one, in your opinion?
I think stopping the arch elementals is probably the top. But of course, that is just my opinion.
I concur. It looks to yeah, wasn't like is that
I
Oh yeah, we should take out like the heads of the cult, as in like the heads of the. I assume the ones that are taking out the elementals are probably more powerful.
for sure. I'm still not sure how Hydra fits into all of this, but I agree that you have to at least try to clear out the water code first.
they might not be connected. But at least they're not actively trying to become unmanageably powerful. Unlike the elemental cult.
No, but out of character. Do we know if Hydra is connected to the eye thing that we?
I know we are. I know we do, but I don't know how.
I don't even know that we do.
It's been a while. It was when you fought Venifer. She sort of gave her connection there, I think.
Yeah.
Wait.
Anyway,
And I don't know how much I actually she revealed. So
that's okay. I think Dan would know. But I'm sure I'm sure there was something there. But anyway, yeah. Voss will say, uh, what about the three of you? What are your plans?
She says, I see you've become much more powerful since last we saw you. I think our efforts are best focused here on the surface, while you deal with the root of the problem below. We will probably focus on the plans of the Hydra since they've taken over Green Hill. Probably find a way to expose the fake Jed.
I might be able to help with that. I'm sure we have his real head somewhere with us.
I think we threw him into the ocean or something.
Did we throw him? Did we throw him away? Okay, never mind. Then I don't say that.
The head? Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But he says, when you come back, if we're still working on it, we'd love for you to. We'd love to have your help then.
It's the least we can do after. Oh, and hopefully that will clear our names.
He nods. Lady Gaga says, "Oh, everyone's just trying to do their part. I see. Even the black sheep of the royal family." She's like referring to someone not in the room.
Wait, come again? What did she say? Something about black sheep?
Yeah, the black sheep of the royal family.
Oh, okay. She knows so many things.
Her hair is full of secrets.
Your hair is full of secrets. Okay. I think we'll be ready whenever your associate is Lady Gygax, whenever we can be led to the entrance.
She nods and she says, "Of course. I do advise you if you need to do any shopping, do it now, as you might not be able to get another opportunity when you leave the city."
That's not ominous.
Anyone want to buy anything?
I want to buy a diamond.
Oh yeah, dude.
For it.
Oh, do we not have shit? We're fucking poor in this game, aren't we?
Yes.
I have like 45 gold.
I have 100. I have 99 gold pieces and 5 silver pieces because I think I had 100 and I spent 5 silver pieces somewhere.
Ooh, I have about 45 gold, and I also have a super nice deluxe sword that may want to find a new owner.
What?
Yeah, we can maybe try to sell things.
Spiders and Aragon both have 500, like over 500.
What?
Each.
What? What?
Oh.
Why are they so rich? Why are they so rich?
You must have spent stuff, and then they didn't.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. That makes sense.
Just come back next week. It's like an IOU note in their pocket.
Yes.
Should we pause it here so then you can like decide on shopping, and then they
Yeah,
they
that
can
sounds good
be
to
part
me.
of it?
We could